Have you ever heard the saying, it's too little, too late? Well, that's what we had happen with USA basketball for women's basketball, as it was announced or it's been released or revealed or leaked that Sue Bird is being named the new managing director for USA women's basketball, similar to a role that Grant Hill has with Team USA for men. And basically, the five-person committee got fired. This is the same five-person committee that decided in its infinite wisdom that Caitlin Clark did not belong on Team USA this past year in the Olympics. This is the group of people that Sue Bird has now replaced, and now she will be the person in charge of Team USA going forward. My response to that, who gives a damn? Who cares? Like I said, it's too little, too late. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. You've crossed over 8,800 subscribers. Greatly appreciate y'all. We're only about 1,170 from 10,000. Help me get there. Appreciate everyone who jumped on live last night. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, today is Wednesday. It was yesterday. Appreciate everyone jumping on live on the live last night. Had a good time. Um, if you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Let you know when all the new content jumps on, comes up. But this is just so dumb. I'm not saying it's dumb from a perspective of they shouldn't have it. I'm just saying it's a reaction, but it's a reaction that does nothing because what does this really do? Are we going to wait another 30 years for the next Caitlin Clark? Is that when it will matter? When Sue Bird is what, 70 years old? Are we? You had a once in a lifetime athlete in women's basketball. You don't get too many like this in the sport. And what do? You decide, yeah, she's not strong enough, she's not physical enough, she can't take the grind, the pound, whatever you want to call it. She can't take it. Yet these are the same players that play largely in Europe who are softer than butter. I have problems with stuff like that. I have problems with reactionary decisions. If you're going to stand on it 10 toes deep. If you're going to stand on this mountain and say, "Hey, this committee is the one that made the decision, it's on them," firing them or replacing them literally less than a year later makes you look stupid. It's an acknowledgement that you made a mistake, that they made a mistake. You have a league that's trying so badly to become known internationally, and yet the player who could have gotten you in front of a whole lot more eyes internationally, you left her home. You left her home for some scrubs. You left her home for a washed up geriatric in Diana Taurasi. You left her at home for Chelsea Gray, who had been injured pretty much most of the season. You left her home for, I mean, who else? Players that she just wasn't better than. That just weren't better than her. That just weren't better than her. She had the best numbers of all the guards at the time in the league across the board. And you left her home. And now your response is, well, we're going to fire everybody and we're going to hire Sue Bird because Sue Bird has voiced that she likes Caitlin Clark. She appreciates Caitlin Clark's skill, ability, etc. But again, too little, too late. Who gives a damn? This should have been done before they made the announcement for the team that went to the Olympics last year. A team that barely got by. Barely got by. And people can say, oh, she needed the break. It worked out. Y'all acting like, it's cute. It's cute. I think the break actually helped them, and it helped her in a capacity of it gave them some time to practice. That's where it helped them. But I don't want to hear, and even if she was to come back and say that, yeah, she was tired and the break helped her. Let's really look at this break. This break wasn't that long. It was like 2 weeks. you know, does 2 weeks enough to get you feeling good. When you've been playing from October of the year before all the way through April, you get drafted, you get thrown right into into camp, and 3 weeks later you're on the court, and then you have a gauntlet to start the season, going 11 games and 20 nights, 6 of which I think were on the road, a bunch of back to backs. This is all within the first 20 nights of the season, and now you're sitting here right now and you're looking at a team that was 1-8 because you threw them into the freaking deep end of the pool and they had never seen each other before. And then that becomes, oh, well, she's not able to play in the Olympics because she's not strong enough. She's not tough enough. She can't take physicality. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Have you watched? Did you watch? The entire first half of the season, she was getting freaking cheap shotted all the entire time. So she couldn't take it. She took it pretty damn good. And she gave it back pretty damn good too. And her numbers were at the same level of every guard selected, if not better than all of them combined. The overall numbers, points, assists, rebounds. She was the only guard that was averaging 15, 5, and 5 going at that point. Only one. The only one. But yet, yeah, she wasn't strong enough. Remember, you're trying to make the game international. You're trying to bring in these players from other countries, and then yet the majority of the people from other countries, when they get here, they fucking suck. They don't play a lot. They're not that damn good. Like, they're not that good. Go look at every roster. Go look at all the international players. Who are the 10 best players in the WNBA? Hell, we can go take a look at the ESPN list, which I'm going to talk about in another video right about in a minute, because that list was, whoo boy, off the wall ridiculous. But let's talk about this. Let's just look from this list. From this list, this is the ESPN list. The only player on this list who is from another country in the top 10 is Jonquel Jones. And she's damn sure not from overseas. She's from the Bahamas, if Freeport, Bahamas. Freeport, Bahamas. And she went to college in the States. So it wasn't like, hell, she went to high school in the States. She went to Riverdale Baptist High School. But outside of that, she moved to Maryland at age 14. Looking at it right now. But outside of that, go to the rest of the list. If I go to 11, 12, okay, 12 would be international. Okay, we keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I think she might be as well. Let me check. Yeah, so you got 3 of the top 25 players that are not from the States, and only 2 of them are from across the pond. But that's on the list from ESPN. So all this strength and all this power and all this greatness that exists overseas, that you're trying to make this game international and bring these players over here, just like the NBA's done. And most of them can barely see the floor because they're not good enough. And these are the players that you were afraid of Caitlin Clark not being able to compete with. Remember, Dawn Staley was part of that group. Jen Rosati. Who else was on that stupid group? Let me see real quick. Who the hell was on that damn committee? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Rosati, Don Staley, Bethany Donovan, Dan Padover. Where the hell's that? Where did the committee's names go? Dan Padover. Wait, Simona Gustus, Delisha Milton Jones. Like, come on. Come on. These are the people that made this decision. And you fired them all, and now Sue Bird's supposed to fix it. What is she fixing? Is there Caitlin Clark coming out of the college next year? Is the Olympics next year? It won't matter in 3 years. Caitlin Clark will have been in the WNBA for 4 or 5 years. 5 years at that point? Who cares? Who cares? By that point, she's probably a multiple-time league MVP. And then you obviously are not leaving her off. But the once in a lifetime opportunity happened this past year. So them replacing her and them making a big deal about it, who gives a shit? It's not a big deal. The big deal is that the only big deal component is that it's admitting that they fucked up. It's admitting that they made a mistake. It's admitting that they know the committee made a major mistake. Because guess what? Nobody watched those damn games. Nobody watched the viewership of those games would have been fucking tenfold. I mean, maybe not tenfold, but it would have been a lot more than watched it. Who watched it? Who watched them? I didn't watch any of those games. Care less. Couldn't have cared less. Couldn't have cared less about watching the U.S. Women's Olympic team play without Caitlin Clark. Big deal. And that was how most people who felt. And that's how most people felt because if you haven't noticed by now, viewership and Caitlin Clark go hand in hand. But again, that's my opinion. Who cares? Congratulations, Sue Bird. Who cares? What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and follow. Let me know what you think. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way, women's basketball. Like I said, too little, too late. Come on now.